Hello, everybody. This is Chaz coming to you live, the COO4C magazine. Today, we're going to talk about Valentine's Day, not as it is being told on a traditional basis. And most people already know it's a paganist holiday and where it derives from and came up from. But a lot of people still do it, and that's something I want to know from you. I want your opinion and your feedback. Why do people still celebrate holidays that they know or these days that have been, set for paganist gods? Why do you think people still celebrate them even though they are fully aware of where it came from and the origin of it? I know that it has a very demeaningful and um, disgraceful background to it. The history of it is something that is very derogative and profound, and something, some of the holidays, most of them, the paganist holidays anyway, they torture people, and pretty much just made people feel bad and, picked on people who were poor or people who didn't have as much as they did, and or people who had power and they were bullies and pretty much just dog people out. So why do people still celebrate holidays knowing this, knowing these facts? Um, and to me, it doesn't take a special day for you to buy flowers, candy, give special gifts, or whatever it is that you want to do for a person. You don't need a specific holiday for that. That's something that you're supposed to do, period. You say that you love the person and that you care for them a lot. And that is something that you do on a continuous basis, not just once a year. And that's another thing too. People have to really think about some of these holidays that they have. You know, why would I mean like why would people go out their way spending all this money on chocolates and these stuffed animals and all of this stuff that is in red, pink, and white colors, and all and boxes, big large boxes of chocolates and dozens of roses and flowers and things for one day when you have a whole year, 365 days that you have to do these things, and that's something that you should be doing anyway if you're with someone, and you're in a committed relationship or you're married to them, and you said that you love them very much and in love with the person. So it should not take a holiday, and therefore, you know, people seem to adopt things because they look exciting, and well, they look so exciting. You have the balloons, the red, white, and pink balloons, and I'm gonna put the rose petals on the bed, and we're gonna have tea candles. You can do that any day. You don't have to do it on February the 14th. Do that any day. That is just something that is like a mandate to say, oh, you can only put flower petals on the bed and use tea candles as lighting only on Valentine's Day. No, you can do this anytime that you want, all year round. So why do people just really, I mean, this things that they turn into holidays, or the paganist holidays, these some of the stuff that they have is like they take everyday common things that people should do, or they take things that people should do, period, in a relationship, and they distort it. They distort it, sorry, distort it. Ugh, they distort it. So people have to really just take a pause before they go and spend all this money on for this one day, to think about that. And a lot of times people spend more money on Valentine's Day than they do on their own anniversary, or on they or for their significant other, or for their significant other's birthday. Or like, you spending more money on stuff that I'm not going to even be able to use. The chocolate is going to be eaten up, or it's going to go in the trash can, because some of the chocolates, they just taste nasty. And then you have the flowers, they're going to eventually die. So, and roses are beautiful flowers. Don't get me wrong, they are very beautiful flowers, but they do not fragrance your home. That's why I don't like them. I don't like roses. That's something if someone gave me a rose, if I was dating and the guy gave me a rose, I would take it out of common courtesy and respect and appreciation because that is something that has been taught for years. Oh, give her a rose. I don't like roses. They're cute to look at, but as far as me wanting one or liking them for my type of flower, I don't like roses. I like lilies. Those are my favorite flowers in the whole wide world. I love white lilies, big white ones. Those things, they will fragrance your house. And if you keep them up, they'll last for like 2 weeks and they'll fragrance your house for 2 whole weeks. That's the truth because I do it. I love lilies. But why spend all the money on stuff like that just for one day? Stuffed animal. I don't need a stuffed animal. What I'm gonna do with a stuffed animal, grown woman? Don't give me a stuffed animal. What can I do with a stuffed animal? You know, if anything, I probably end up giving it to the dog to play with as a toy or to just sit there and collect dust. Or eventually, I don't have small children. My son is 10, so he doesn't play with stuffed animals. So what I'm going to do with it? It's going to be sitting there looking back at me. So that's like $25 or $50 that a person has spent for no reason. I can't do nothing with it. So yeah, let's really be logical. And I mean the thought is sincere and it's genuine and it's greatly appreciated. But we really have to sit back and really think, why do we do these things? What is the real purpose behind it? I mean, we're doing most things that we do it because we were taught to do it. And we have the tendency to be creatures of habits. Like whatever we have been raised to do, whatever environment or culture we've been raised under or into, we gravitate to it and we become it. It's like we adapt to it wholeheartedly. So but when you become older and you learn better, you're supposed to do better. A lot of people, they learn better, but they still just don't do better. But for me, I just don't celebrate these pagan God's holidays. I don't celebrate April Fool, St. Patrick's Day, none of that stuff. I don't celebrate it because I know the real origin of it, and it has, like I say, just to reiterate, very derogative meanings that they have. It's just like taking a cake that somebody know that they have dropped on the ground on their dirty kitchen floor, and it's fell into a pile of dirt that they had swept up, and say the cake fell over there. And what they did is pick the cake up, dust it off, and then dress it up with the icing. It looks good, it looks delicious, but if you cut in it, eventually there's going to be some slices in that cake. And it's going to have some stuff in it that it shouldn't have in it, and it can make you sick. So that's the way I look at these pagan gods holidays because that's what they do. They take good things and they pollute it. They twist it and make it bad. So you don't need a holiday or a paganist day to do good things for people. Even Christmas. I'm not breaking my neck running all over town trying to buy gifts. I might do that any time of the year. So, we have to really sit back and ask ourselves, those who do that anyways, why do they do it? What is their point? What is the purpose of them, doing that? So we want your feedback on that. That's pretty much it because, there's really nothing for me to say about Valentine's Day because I don't celebrate it. I don't believe in it. And it's just a day just to use for businesses and companies to make money off people and take advantage of people ignorance and people being and not as an insult. So this is the thing. A lot of people take the when a person say ignorant, they take it as defensive. And they take it as an attack. It's not an attack. The word ignorant, the true meaning and definition of the word ignorant means not knowing, not having an understanding. You can, as a matter of fact, that's what it really is. You don't have an understanding. You can know something. Like you may know my name, but you don't understand the origin of my name, or you don't understand why I had the name that me have. You won't understand that until I tell you. So you can know something but not understand it. And that's what the true definition of ignorance is. So please don't take it as like, oh, this lady just called us ignorant. No, I'm not calling you ignorant. It's an insult. I'm stating ignorance when I say that it's because a person don't have an understanding and the true knowledge of what the real deal is, the in-depth knowledge of it. That's what ignorance is. And I see it like this. If you say that you do have the true understanding of it, then why are you doing it? It's like if I have an understanding that if I go and break into a bank or try to hold up a bank and rob it, I have a clear understanding that's going to put a felony. I'm going to become a felon, and my record would have a felony charge on it, and I would serve some serious hard prison time. That me have a clear understanding of it. So I wouldn't do that, you know. So when you have a clear understanding of something, why would you do it if you know that it means something negative or it's something derogative? So that's all I'm saying with that. So I hope nobody didn't get offended. If you did, I apologize for it, but I'm not calling anybody names to belittle anyone. I don't believe in doing that. Um, and that's another thing we've been taught that word ignorant is an insulting word, and it's not an insulting word. If you don't understand something, you don't understand it. It's no difference of me saying, "Well, you don't understand what I'm saying," or "You don't understand what this means." If I say you're ignorant to this situation, it's the exact same thing. But like I stated, we are creatures of habit, and when we're taught things a certain way, that's what we're adapt to. And we've been taught that when the word ignorant is stated and directed towards us, that is meaning that the person is insulting us and trying to put us down. And that's not for me. I know it for me. I can't speak for nobody else. But when I state it, it's not a put down or anything like that. It's just the exact meaning of the word. But give us your feedback. Let us know what you got to say about it. Leave your comments. You can post it on the website. And we're updating our website. Got a new website coming up. It's much better. It's easier for navigation. That was like one of the biggest issues, even for me myself, that I was like, I have to find a better way for people to navigate this, the website. So I found it. Finally found a solution to that. So yeah. I'm excited about that. And no, I do not have my buddy with me, my coffee cup. Everybody know my road dog, buddy. No, that's my coffee cup because it's not cold enough for it, and it's in the evening. It's like 6. I'm looking at the time. It's 6:10, so I don't need the coffee right now. But just want to get your feedback and thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Chad, COO for C Magazine. Take care. Have a good and safe weekend. Later.